about this town than anybody could imagine. So I learned a great deal from him. And then from there, went to the town council. And the person I sat next to was another great teacher, who was Jim Proctor. And he knew more about this area than you can even imagine. So those were two. And you know, the other day I was, sitting around thinking, how am I going to express my true feelings of this crowd of people? And I had a cup of coffee, and I looked on the back of it, and this was a perfect reading, which I will read to you. And it really is the truth. I know I'm blessed, for only God can make a friend like you. You know just how to cheer me up whenever I feel blue. If I could have one wish fulfilled, then surely it would be, I'd like to be the kind of friend that you have been to me. One other thing I wanted to show you, but I didn't want to pass it around. And this was an article that Bill Williams wrote on Jocelyn and I, which is interesting. This is my generation of family. These were all brothers and sisters and sister-in-laws and brothers-in-law, the whole crowd. Parents. This was a picture of me with my brother, one brother and sister and mother, in my Shirley Temple outfit. And one thing that I failed to mention about the Shirley Temple outfit, when I was 5 years old, of course, it was time to go to school. And so my parents said, okay. And I said, well, I am not going to school with long hair and curls. And I am not going to wear long or knicker pants to school. Knickers had gone out of style that same year. And so there was quite a row in the family, but I won. So I went to school with a haircut, kind of unusual because my dad didn't do it in the normal thing. And I also had long pants on. And that's the picture of what I looked like in those days. And
You can pass it around. Pass it around.
You know, however you want.
That'll be all right.
And then this picture is a picture of our immediate family. And there are 3 generations here of our children and their children. And then there's the 4th generation is Alexander.
Is Charlie in there?
Charlie?
Charlie, Clayton's son.
No.
So Charlie wasn't in there, and
So
then
you
we
can-
have a great grandson.
And this picture was taken up at,
Charlie's in there, isn't he?
well, he could have been, but he wasn't taking the picture.
Hidden. Undercover.
Yeah, undercover.
That's right.
He was in the, he was in thoughts.
So anyway, that's the end, and I thank you all for being tolerant of my. And I will look forward to yours.
And I wanted to say one thing with this crowd, and I've said it before, but thank you for the prayers to get him as well as he is. It's
Yes.
pretty wonderful.
I forgot to mention that we were singing in your choir.
Everybody knows you're singing in our choir.
No, they don't.
That's the only people singing in the choir.
The other half of the choir.
And the other thing I mentioned.
They all know.
Dick and Barbara were Nealon had school administration positions in upstate New York, and they actually brought along 1 or 2 of my nephews and nieces, I think, wasn't it, Dick?
Yeah.
From upstate New York.
Pembroke Central.
And let's see, who else? Oh, this rascal over here, Jack. He's a New York State boy from Chattanooga.
Yeah, when we lived in Lancaster,
I mean,
no,
not Chattanooga.
no, where did we live? North Hills, Pittsburgh. We drove in, we unloaded all the furniture and everything, and this lady came across the street and she said, "We've been watching the truck," and she said, "Could you and your family come for spaghetti dinner tonight?" I'm like, 4 children, you know, are you sure? And she said, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, is there any chance we could come tomorrow because we're so tired and I'm not sure how the kids will act." And so she said, "Fine," and that lady's was Jack's sister-in-law, Sammy Stanier. Sammy and Bill Stanier lived right across the street from us. Is that weird?
Yeah.
So when we came here, I said to him, "The only people I know are Bill and Sammy Stanier from Pittsburgh." And he said, "It's my brother."
And the other thing I failed to mention was Alice is a New York City girl.
Yeah, from Georgia.
Journalist.
Via
From
Georgia, she was born in Georgia. So we'll claim her as a southerner. Hybrid.
She's a good Yankee.
You
it's
can
all
tell
right.
when you hear her talk.
We didn't do you too much damage, did we?
I loved it there.
So you see why we have these meetings. Joe Carter's next.
Oh, Joe Carter.